Hello music lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Caeser Pink.
Let your mama down. Let your mama down. Let your mama down. Baby, please.
Today I'm here with my longtime friend and co-creator, Tony Lullo.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Tony is not only an amazing guitar player, he also runs 10-Man Studios up in the Bronx.
Yep.
And today, this is part of our 15 underrated guitar players, or underappreciated. And today we're doing Junior Brown. Do you know Junior Brown?
Yeah,
Well,
actually I know him from you. You had showed me a bunch of videos and yeah, I mean I loved him. So I'm looking forward to watching this video today.
But before we get going, all the proceeds from this channel go to the Arete Living Art Foundation, so please like and subscribe. That really helps us build our channel. And if you want to support us further, you can join our Patreon page or make a one-time donation via PayPal. All the links are in the description below. Okay, Junior Brown. My story with him is I just discovered him maybe a year or so ago, and I discovered him because of his humor.
Oh wow. Okay.
That appealed to me, and only later started to appreciate what a great guitar player he was. And I thought I discovered something nobody knows about so much, and suddenly all my friends are like, oh yeah, I've been like, for a decade or two, when he started out, he had kind of a residency at some club in Texas, and he would play every night or every week, and this went on for years and years, and apparently nobody had come, but the bar owner didn't care, and eventually he had built up an audience till it was a thing to go see him. So he's a fairly well-known guy. I saw him live at City Winery, a pretty small venue recently, and a lot of fun. Now, one thing he talks about with the humor is, humor used to be such a big part of country music, and now it really isn't at all. And he talks about how, everybody wants to be too cool to be funny, and I think that's a shame because I love the humor in country music. But we'll start here just by watching one song live, and it will give you some ideas of his different techniques and skills. This is a song called Freeborn Man.
All right. Good title.
I was born in the Southland. Some odd years ago.
Stop for a second. He actually calls that, he had someone create that for him. He calls it the, I can't remember what he calls it, but he has a name he calls that type of guitar.
Yeah, it definitely looks custom made though. It's
What do you call those things that are the...
It's a pedal steel, I guess. Like, but it's just like...
Yeah. I don't know. He calls it like the Get Slide or the Slide Tar or something.
Put his own name for it, right?
Yeah.
I left home for the very first time. When I was so freeboard man. My home is on my back. Another inch of highway. Every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track. Well, I got an old red guitar. Carrying no toe sack. Well, I hocked it about 200 times, but I always get it back. I'm a freeborn man.
That's definitely a throwback. It's awesome.
Yeah, for me, I'm not really a fan of much country music post 1965 maybe, but I love the old stuff, and he really taps into that. I also wanted to mention that that's his wife there playing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you with that.
Yeah,
was.
she tours with him always,
Okay.
and when I saw them live, she sang lead in one song. It was a funny song about the handyman, and
Really?
and how he's the handyman, and when he's away, there's things that need to be done. But it was all like a sexual innuendo,
Of course,
you know.
yeah.
But it was quite funny.
Oh man, it's kind of like it reminded me of June Carter, and maybe like I don't know, maybe not exactly, but Johnny Cash with his wife.
Yeah.
Performing with his wife.
Yeah, yeah.
Every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting, when I saw him, they had a drummer. He may or may not have had a bass drum.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, it was a snare and one cymbal. There was
Yeah.
no top.
I don't even know. I don't know in this video. I don't even know if he has a bass drum. I don't. Maybe.
Well, let me throw in, I saw Willie Nelson the previous summer. Cool show. It was him, Dylan, and Robert Plant, and
Robert Plant.
and that like bluegrass.
Oh
girl,
yeah, I can't remember.
Allison Cross.
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
right?
Alison Krauss. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really fun show, but Willie Nelson's drummer, just a snare drum, nothing else. It's like,
Brushes and stuff.
yeah. To me, it's like the hee-haw way.
Yeah.
Got a gal in West Virginia. And a woman in San Antonio. Well, I would love the girl next door, but any place is home. I'm a freeborn man. My home's on my heart. Another inch of highway. Every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track. Well, you may not like my appearance. a freeborn man. My home is on my back. I know every inch of highway. Every mile of back road, every mile of railroad track. I'm a freeborn man. My home is on my back. I know every inch of highway. Back road or a mile of railroad track.
Awesome. Wow.
Well, is there anything you can say about the techniques that he's doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the old style chicken picking, which I love, like Chet Atkins and stuff, and was probably one of the best ever. And it's definitely a throwback to, I really miss it, you know, the older country stuff. You don't hear, I think the modern country is more like pop music.
Yeah, it's like rock and R&B with a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, at least they still do play instruments though. But
yeah,
I really miss it. I love it. I love it. And musicianship is, you know, outstanding. So, which is, you know, hard to find these days.
Yeah,
I think it's out there. I just don't think it's very mainstream.
Yeah.
You know?
You mentioned the harmonics. That's a pretty cool technique.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of pretty severe bending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, one thing he does a lot, which he didn't do in this, is that he detunes and retunes as he's playing.
Wow. Okay.
He does some pretty cool stuff with that.
Yeah.
And of course, he didn't touch the pedal in this one.
Yeah, and he used, I know, saying he always had that standard old Fender amp from this, probably from the late 60s, early 70s, which I have, was one of my first amps, which I love. And they just don't make them like that anymore. I mean, I hate to sound like that, but they just really don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's amazing.
Well, let's see what I can find out about him here. Born June 12th, 1952.
Wow, okay.
He does a lot of surf guitar stuff as well, which is,
okay.
you know, kind of a brother of that.
It's definitely related.
Yeah.
It was more California style than Nashville, I guess, but...
And he didn't do it in this so much, but he also does almost like the Adrian Belew thing where he like bends the neck to change the tones.
And he plays slide and pedal steel, obviously, which he didn't do in this one.
Yeah, we'll probably see something where he does that. Let's see. Born in Cottonwood, Arizona, and then became a local success in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
As the house band at the Continental Club.
Ah, okay.
Now, a funny thing is, I have a friend who lives there.
Yeah.
And she said, lives by him. And she said he was always coming out and yelling at the kids to get out of his yard.
So he's just a grumpy old man. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Austin 2 years ago for the South by Southwest, and I've never heard so much live music. I mean, it was just more than Nashville. So it was it's a pretty amazing town.
I've been in Texas a few times, but I've never been in Austin.
Austin is great. So at least live music is alive and well there. So I appreciated that. So.
We'll watch a few minutes of this. This is him. I think he's both playing on the recording, but also appearing in a George Jones video.
Okay, so this is not a video? I mean, not live.
Not live, yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna need some backup over here.
Awesom's at it again.
Sit back up quick! I saw those blue lights flashing over my left shoulder. He walked right up and said, "Get off that riding mower." I said, "Sir, let me explain before you put me in the tank." She took my keys away, and now she won't drive me to drink. I need a honky-tonk song, a cold, cold beer,
It's pretty good actor, actually.
a hardwood floor,
Like some of the old 70s.
a smoky atmosphere, a pocket full of change to last me all night long. I gotta hear old Hank, I'm moaning a honky-tonk song. He didn't show me much compassion
Is he playing on this?
when
Who
I
knows?
tried to walk that line. As he put those handcuffs on me, I said,
Yeah,
give me one more try. He never even cracked a smile when he threw me in the car. So I said, sir, if you don't mind, or would you drop me off at a bar? I need a honky-tonk song, a cold, cold beer, a hardwood floor, smoky atmosphere, a pocket full of change.
I hadn't planned to watch this one, but it makes me want to. Let's see.
Okay.
This is the one that introduced me to him, and it's oops.
It's time of the film.
This is called My Wife Thinks You're Dead.
Some great piano in here too. Great title. Oh my god.
It's good to see you, baby. It's been a long, long while. We're both a whole lot older, seen a lot of miles, but things are really different now since the good old days. And we've been in some trouble since we went our separate ways. We'll have to say hello maybe some other time instead, cause you're wanted by the police, and my wife thinks you're dead. Somebody spread the rumor that you had lost your life. Yes, that's the way I heard it, and what I told my wife. Now here you're showing up again, the talk is getting around, and I can see that one of us will have to leave this town. If you think that I want trouble, then you're crazy in your head, cause you're wanted by the police, and my wife thinks you're dead.
Really entertaining video. There it is, that custom guitar with the title steel. Oh, he's playing verses on bongos? That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Interesting because Willie Nelson's
You never called on me, just up and disappeared. Nobody knew what happened where you've been for all these years. Now trouble's what you're looking like, cause trouble's where you've been. And I can see the kind of trouble you could get me in. You better pay attention to every word I said, cause you're wanted by the police, and my wife thinks you're dead. Goodbye to you, baby. I'm glad we got to talk. But I'm faithful to my wife and I don't never break the law. I don't know where you're headed for, but I know where you've been. We reminisce, now let's just go our separate ways again. Go find another ex-sweetheart to hang around instead. Cause you wanted by the police and my wife thinks you're dead. I said you wanted by the police and my wife thinks you're dead.
I haven't seen that in a while. That's a really great one.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That was great.
Let's see what else we got here. We watched that. Now this, I guess do you know the show Better Call Saul?
Yeah, I do.
So I guess he did.
Oh, he did an episode?
Well,
I didn't know that.
No, I think he did music for it. Again, I'm not completely
You drink
sure.
1, drink 2, drink 3 Long Island iced teas. But your buddy's worse off and he throws you his car keys. Blue lights are blinking 4 o'clock in the morning. St. Trooper makes you wish that you'd never been born. Better call Saul, better call Saul. You wanna tell the world you're in love with a girl named Fran? So you find an overpass and you say it with a spray paint can. Blue lights start blinking, those handcuffs click. You know who to call and you better call quick. Saul, Saul, you better call Saul. You fight for your rights when your back's to the wall. Stick it to the man, justice for all. You better call Saul.
It's a commuting distress. It's a major to talk about.
Shopping at the Walmart short just a couple of beans. There's a George Foreman grill down the back of your blue jeans. They caught you at the checkout, the blue lights blink. Only one got a call, cause the others all stink. Better call Saul. Better call Saul. Your husband disappeared in a most convenient way. Now your troubles are gone, his insurance will surely pay. You get to the bank, but the cops say, whoa, who you gonna dial when they lock you down? Oh, Saul, Saul, you better call Saul. He'll fight for your rights when your back's to the wall. Stick it to the man, justice for all. You heard me, you better call Saul. Your store is on the rocks. Spread around the gas cause it's time to torch the stock. But you gotta move quick or you send your own hair. Who knew there was a homeless guy sleeping in there? Better call Saul, better call Saul, better call Saul. The FBI finds kids trapped in your creepy van. You stay real cool and tell them you're the ice cream man.
The lyrics are amazing.
All that crying just gave you away. Who you gonna call to skip a prison stay? Saul, Saul, you better call Saul. The fight for your rights with your back's to the wall.
Just say flicks in the sea. Oh man, that was great. Yeah, I think that might have been the theme song, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember. But a really good song. Now, even though what we're looking at is all comedic stuff,
Yeah.
he actually has some, beautiful, touching ballads and some, fast songs that aren't comedic either.
And he's still touring all the time, right?
Still touring,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, and at the time, this really kind of upset me because he announced that I guess he had cancer for a couple years, and they said it was, as he said it, like, it's stage 3 and there ain't no stage 4.
Oh, man.
But he said
I don't need to.
yeah, well, but he said he kind of just like had faith. I think
Wow.
I think he mentioned his religion and that now he's cancer free.
Wow.
But my feeling of that is, I've been watching a lot of new music of all different styles. And sometimes, like with the young musicians, they're like so energetic. I'm like, I better appreciate this now because a few years they won't be able to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and I just discovered this guy, loving it, and suddenly, how much time does he have? And it's like, you got to appreciate the artist when they're
Yeah.
making the art. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
like, everything else may not last.
Yeah.
But
Nothing lasts forever,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
yeah, I love what he does. It's great music
Yeah.
and great fun.
Yeah, he's been doing it for what, probably 50 years.
Yeah.
He's in his late 60s, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually goes that well.
Maybe 40 years at least.
Yeah, it seems like I read something about like kind of what he was doing in his late 70s and 80s. But
Yeah. But he was a Nashville guy. Do you know? I don't even know. Was he?
no, not really. He came.
He was in Austin. I guess he was in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, he came from Arizona
Right.
and then landed in Austin.
Yeah.
But I think he had, kind of a period where he wasn't really doing his own thing.
Yeah. Playing for other people.
Before, and I think his ascent into being known was a slow one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really.
And well, Better Call Saul probably helped with that too. People at least knowing
Yeah.
who he was.
Well, I think My Wife Thinks You're Dead was like maybe not a pop hit, but,
Yeah,
he,
but it
said,
was
he said it did pretty well for them.
Yeah, he gave
whatever
him
that
some
means.
attention.
Yeah. And, it seems like the George Jones things, there's, some real country music lovers who,
Yeah.
want to support him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I've had a country album stirring in me for years.
Oh wow.
I've been writing the songs in my head,
Wow.
and reaching back to some of these ideas. Like I want to have the male-female comedic duet,
Oh wow.
and a really last thing is spoken word country.
Wow.
So I want to do some of that, and but I'm going to do 2 cover songs. One being "Set in the Woods on Fire" by Hank Williams, and the other is a country music version of Steppenwolf's "The Monster."
Oh, I don't
you
know
know,
that song. I don't think I know.
It's like an epic,
Okay.
and but the lyrics, they're very interesting, and I thought this is something that conservative people could hear and connect with, but it also has a reflective element of it that makes you look at the not so good things.
Right.
It'll talk about slaughtering the Native Americans, but then it'll turn it around. It's but still people came and
Yeah.
we built this. And then at the end, I think the song has 3 different titles for the different segments.
Oh wow.
But it ends with that.
Wow.
There's a monster on the loose. He's got a head into a noose. America, where are you now? Don't you care about your sons and daughters? But I think part of the song is already in 3-4 times.
Okay.
So I think most of it would be pretty easy to translate into an old-fashioned country song.
Yeah. Were they Canadian? I think they were Canadian. Stuff. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know, they came out as,
I know.
they
Guess
got,
Who was Canadian. but,
they got famous in San Francisco.
yeah. I know the Guess Who were Canadian.
Yeah, another great band.
Yeah.
But it's something,
Yeah.
I've been thinking maybe the horizon is coming when it's time to take that on.
Yeah.
I have a song just in my mind, half written in my mind, is for my daughter called Up Too Soon. And that'll be kind of the closest to any kind of modern country, but
Right.
it'll be an old style song, but maybe have a little bit more of a modern
Modern
production.
sheen to it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's
Wow.
a project it's been on the back burner for a long
Country
time.
music I think is great.
I grew up with it, and in my house, it was the little-known country music subgenre, the trucker's song, and there are a lot of them. My dad was a trucker, so he would give me these singles, and he had one song that he said a friend of his wrote, but it was Red Sovine or somebody, so it wasn't really his friend, but it used my dad and my mother's name.
Wow.
And it was called Kissin' the Keys.
Wow.
Kissin' the Keys, that's what old Johnny said, and then Louise was in there somewhere. So I was, I was like 3 years old when he presented this to me. So I knew him enough even at that age to like be a little wary of what he said because he was such a joker. But it did make me wonder.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, I think, how connected it is with old blues too.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fan going back to, what's the singing bluesman's name?
In the 30s.
Somebody out there, like really. The story is, if you don't know, I'm sorry I can't remember his name, but
Robert Johnson? Not Robert Johnson.
No, a white guy. And he was a brakeman for the railroad, so it was like him and a bunch of black guys, and he was like a white folk singer, like old style, Blue Ridge Mountain folk.
Wow.
But he heard, the black guys on the railroad would sing, and he heard like what they were doing, and incorporated that with the old European folk music, and kind of invented country right there.
Wow.
And he was also a great yodeler. But yeah, he's really, a moment, a moment in history.
When was it, like the 30s or 20s?
I think like I don't think the 20s, but I think he's more like the 30s. I'm not 100% sure.
Wow.
I'm sure somebody out there knows and put it in the comments. But yeah, a great artist. But
wow.
Well, I think that's it, unless you have any last thoughts.
No, I just enjoyed it very much.
If you don't know Junior Brown, check him out. It's wonderful music. And thank you, Tony.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, take care.